Hi Aries, I'm Brenda and I'm here again today to bring you your weekly Angel Tarot card reading for the week of August the 1st to the 8th, 2016. I want to thank you for your interest in my channel and for viewing, liking, and sharing my videos with your family members and friends. I want to welcome all those new people booking private readings with me to my circle, and blessings to all my returned clients. As you know, this is strictly a general reading, and every single card for every single day of the week does not apply to every single person in the universe. But if you would like clarity, accuracy, and answers to any questions, I welcome and invite you to go to my website, and that is www.brendatarot, spelled T-A-R-O.info. There you can read about me, you can see a bit of my bio, you can see why I am walking my path at this stage in my life, and where you can schedule an appointment with me and what I charge for those services. Hope to see you soon, Aries. We start our week, Aries, with a fire card, and you have been given the Ace of Fire. Fire cards have to do with setting our passions and our thoughts and our creativity into motion. It's mainly about self-improvement, and the aces are always the beginnings of things in any suit. And this is telling me that there's a new exciting opportunity coming into some of you, and they're showing it to me in the form of a career advancement. And when it arrives, it's going to change everything right here and now for you. Back to back is another fire card, the Knight of Fire. The Knight of Fire is telling me that there is something coming into you, this sudden event, this new creative, exciting opportunity, and it's going to come in fast, and it's going to need your immediate attention. So perhaps this opportunity being put on the path for you is kind of taking you off guard. You weren't expecting it, perhaps, and now you're going to have to deal with it and give it your immediate attention. Time is of the essence. You're not going to be given a lot of time to make up your mind about this opportunity coming to you, but you need to also weigh your options and think things through carefully. Crowning your week, again, another fire card for Wednesday, the Seven of Fire. So this is telling me that you probably are going to be able, you're going to have to defend your beliefs and your decisions. Maybe somebody else is putting up some resistance when you're mentioning that you're going to move on, and perhaps this new job opportunity that's coming up, others are trying to dissuade you or ask you why, or and so on. But you need to defend your beliefs and your decisions and stand your own ground. Before you get too bent out of shape, my friend, please choose your battles wisely. On Thursday, the Hermit. Well, this has been quite the week for you in the first 3 days, all about job and all about the opportunity coming in and career advancement and making these decisions and having to think about them, but act upon them immediately. And the obstacles that others are putting on your path, questioning you and your decision. Now it's time for you to go within yourself. This is the Hermit. This is meant. This is a card that tells you to go within yourself and ask yourself the questions, and to be in your own company only. Being alone and being lonely are two different things. So it's important to take yourself to the silence. Be at peace only with yourself, and that's where you're going to get your answers. This is a great card. It has to do with spiritual teachings and self-discovery. Perhaps you're going to be able to mentor others when you find this success in meditation and realizing how beneficial it is for your peace and your well-being. You're going to be excited about it, actually, and you're going to be telling everybody else about it. You should be doing this, man, because wow, it changes everything and totally brings you peace. And you do get answers. When you sit there within yourself, you're able to sit there and ask yourself, what is it I want? Where is it I want to go? And ask for the answers to be shown to you. An air card for Friday. This, my friend, is the King of Air. And air cards have to do with the injustice and the chaos that others bring into our lives, and often it has to do with dealing with legal issues. Perhaps some of you are going through a divorce or property settlement, or purchasing property, or business where you're dealing with legalities. And they're often the things that we don't like to deal with. But this is telling me that you're going to have to stand up on your own platform and defend yourself. And you need to defend yourself with confidence. And the only way you're going to get that confidence is to seek out the professional advice of someone who can groom you and help you through this, coach you through this. You need to balance your mental and your emotional in order to be strong enough to deal with these issues when you're up on your platform. You really have to consider that your emotions and your mental ability is what's going to stand out in this when you step up there. So please seek out this professional advice from someone who can coach and guide you and groom you through this. Ego, Saturday. Well, there you have it. This is my least favorite tarot card. Even in the angel deck, the angel deck passes everything through a love filter, as I tell people. It's not so abrasive and so abrupt and up in your face, these decks. And that's why I like them. They tend to be kinder and softer. And like I say, they've been passed through a love filter. But the ego is the ego, my friend. And I say there's two types of people in our world, and we all know who they are, and we don't even have to get into politics. There are those people that are ego-driven and those people that are spirit-driven. And the spirit-driven are definitely kinder. But the ego likes to creep into our lives when we're at our lowest and we get backed up against a wall and we can't make the decisions, and we start to throw our hands over our head and feel defeated and deflated. And the ego creeps in and it says, hey, you know what? Forget that issue. Let's go on a major shopping spree. I think I'm going to look at cars today. And we're weak. And our ego creeps in and says, oh, what the heck? It's only another extra couple $100 a month out of my bank account. I'm going to get this beautiful car. And then we go home and we go, what the heck did I do? What was I thinking? Okay, so it's a bandage fix. It can be shopping. It can be addictions. It can be it can be sexual. You can be getting into things that you would never normally be getting into. Some people have affairs on their partners because they can't deal with emotional issues that have nothing to do with their partner or nothing to do with their needs and wanting these material things. So it's a false sense of material need, okay? It's a bandage fix for a much bigger emotional, personal problem. So what we have to do here, my friend, is deal with that issue at hand. Don't run out and say, all this chatter and all these people that are harassing me and all this drama in my life, I can't deal with it. I need to go out and spend money, or I need to go out and do something, or I need to seek escapism to just block this out of my life right now. Doesn't work, my friend. It's a very, very short-lived gratification. Eventually the light goes on and we open that eye here, this one here, that's the most important, and we go, what the hell am I doing? So, as you know, this is not my favorite card. Let it go, my friend. Please take this as a cautionary. When you get weak and you want to go out and do these things for escapism because you're not wanting to face the issue at hand, don't do it. Step back, take a deep breath. If you have to meditate over it, do that. Think long and hard about how you're going to solve this problem, and you'll get your answers. And trust me, you won't be in debt. You won't lose your marriage or your partner. You're not going to be, addicted to something that you shouldn't be doing, whether it's spending or drugs or liquor or whatever it is. You're not going to seek out those forms of escapism to put a bandage over the initial problem. Enough of that lecture. Now you know why I don't like that ego card. Now you have another air card, and this is the final day of the week, and this is Sunday, my friend Aries. And again, the air cards have to do with legal issues and or the drama and or the injustice and having to make decisions that will be just decisions and fair choices in our lives. This is the illusion of feeling trapped. So some of you have been dealing with those types of situations right now, and you're backed up against a wall, and you're saying, I don't know what to do. I'm like totally blocked off in this box. And you're lacking self-confidence and afraid to take action. I want you to know the word they're using, my friend. The word they've put out there in the very beginning was illusion, okay? It's like the ego, okay? The illusion, okay? So do not think that you can't move forward. That there's always something positive in a situation, and I've told you this before. Even if it's the lesson we can pick out of that horrible tragedy in our lives that has occurred, that was the positive that you could find. At the end of this tarot reading, I incorporated that one oracle card to tie this reading in. And again, it's the Ascended Masters. And they gave you this. father, husband, brother, son. So this tells me that some of you are dealing with an issue, a male figure in your family, okay? It could be a father, a son, a brother, and a husband. So these issues are needing to be forgiven and to be worked out. So please take a step back, assess the situation, and be open to other options, and be open to listening to their side of the story and what they've got to say as well. Be objective, my friend. This is a warning, and this is a cautionary coming out to say that you need to let this go. You need to deal with this issue at hand. Now, the other meaning of this card is that a father, a husband, a brother, or a son that has passed on is still around you. They're walking between the two worlds, the spirit world and the physical world, and they're around you, and they want to let you know they're there. They may be leaving little signs around, whether it's coins or money or feathers or a scent that you smell that was theirs, little things that will remind you of them, a picture that you see, a song that you've heard, a path you're walking, a street you're driving down, a car that they may have driven. That is what they're sending you to tell you that they're still around you, and they always will and still love you. I wish you a great remainder to today, Aries, and a wonderful optimistic week to look forward. Stay cool, my friends. It's extremely hot where we are, and I've been watching the weather around the world. Even Britain, London has been experiencing 30 Celsius, and they don't have, a lot of them, the modern type of air conditioning that we do. Their grid is not the same, so they're not getting the benefit of the air conditioning that we're so fortunate here in our part of the world to have. So please stay cool. Enjoy the rest of your week. And I have a quote for you as usual. And the quote that I chose today, Aries, is, "Every accomplishment starts with a decision to try." Think about that one. See you again next week. And know that I continue, my friend, to stand in that circle of light for you.